Good morning. This is Chair French convening the regular business meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission for Thursday, March 20th, joined by my colleagues, Commissioner Keene and Commissioner Keither. We've got a quick agenda today, just 6 items on our consent agenda and 1 noticed item. So we will go ahead and begin with that consent agenda. Commissioners, you've had the opportunity to review those 6 items. Are there any questions on the consent agenda, beginning with Commissioner Keither?
No question.
And Commissioner Keene.
No questions. I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, say no. The consent agenda is approved. We will now move to our 1 noticed item. This is in docket number 25 GIMG 114 GIG. And this is a proposed order regarding disputed service area in Goddard between Kansas Gas Service and Black Hills Energy. Our presenter on this item is Mr. Aaron Bailey. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, commissioners. Thank you. By way of background, this investigation was initiated last fall to address a certification issue that had risen in the city of Goddard near Wichita between Black Hills Energy and Kansas Gas Service. Briefly, the commission used to issue quote unquote legacy certificates that would describe an area by its political boundaries instead of using a meets and bounds description. Disputes would arise when a municipality would annex an area, and then the question would become what utility is authorized to serve that area. This investigation was split into 2 issues. The immediate, the one before you today regarding the situation in Goddard, and the other to address older legacy certificates issued in Cowley, Sedgwick, Sumner, Reno, and Rice counties. In this matter, both KGS and Black Hills provided briefs to argue why it should be authorized to service the Goddard area. Highly summarized, Black Hills argues it holds the certificate to service that part of Sedgwick County that was annexed by Goddard back in 2009. KGS, meanwhile, argues that it historically has followed the city's annexation and has already placed infrastructure in the disputed area. Staff filed a report and recommendation that KGS be determined the certificate holder for this area. Citing older Supreme Court precedent, staff pointed to that case law, which found that the purpose of KSA 66-131 was for the commission to look at public convenience and necessity when making a certification determination and to avoid wasteful duplication of services. Following this logic, staff recommended that KGS service the area due to it already having the infrastructure in place. So replacing that would be wasteful, duplicative, and unnecessary. And that KGS waited about 15 years after the annexation to raise this issue. The parties and staff also addressed a similar issue near Lawrence back in the 1980s. Both KGS and Black Hills made compelling arguments regarding that commission decision. But ultimately, it's recommended that these issues be determined on a case-by-case basis, considering the unique facts at hand. So this proposed order in front of you adopts the staff's recommendation and would authorize KGS to serve the disputed area. I'll also note that the second issue regarding the other legacy certificates will be considered by the commission at a future date, and the parties should be proposing a schedule order here in the next few weeks on that. So with that, I can hopefully answer any questions you might have.
All right, thank you, Aaron, for that presentation. Are there any questions on this item, beginning with Commissioner Keither?
No question. Thank you.
And Commissioner Keene.
No questions. I move approval of the order.
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second to approve the order as described in this docket. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, say no. The order is approved. Thank you, Aaron.
Great, thank you.
With that, we have come to the conclusion of all the items noticed on today's business meeting agenda. If there's nothing further to come before us this morning, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
A second.
Happy spring break.
Thank you. Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you all. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.